Well, hello, folks. We are back. It is yet another Monday, and an interesting thing happened as I was sort of messing around on the YouTube channel, as I don't do nearly as often as I probably should. Someone had left a comment on one of the Ranking the Game Boy Puzzler videos. Recommending it. Well, they were a developer, and they recommended I check out their game, which is a puzzle game on the Game Boy Color. Now, this being a Game Boy Color game, and also being an aftermarket game, it's not going to be on the list, but I went and had a look at it, and there was a demo. And so I decided to grab that and try it out. Now, I haven't actually played this. I just checked to make sure the ROM worked. And also, this is not sponsored. They left a comment, and I decided why not. And so, yeah, there's no backroom deals going on here. This is just sating my own curiosity. But all that out of the way, this game is called Diffused. Or Defused, or Diffused. And we're gonna have a look at it. Okay. No options in the demo. Options are apparently a paid feature. No danger room. Okay, story mode works. He did it. Oh no. The beach. Collect bombs. Okay, so there's a blast radius. This isn't so... I could do without the screen shake. I wonder if you can turn that off in the options that we don't have. We did it. We might not be here for very long, folks. Okay, so there is a visual warning that the rocks are gonna fall. Okay, so it looks like we're trying to fill up the meter on the right. The castle, canyons ahoy! Okay, and the cannon shoots the bombs. All right. Okay, don't walk into the smoke. Try, quit, resume. Ah. Oh, I did it. The volcano. Shouting lava, lava. Lava! Or is the lava shouting? Want to enjoy? Okay. Scan and click notify when available. All right. Oh, no danger room, no options. You can do story mode again. Hold on a second. That first bomb is landing in the same spot each time. It seems different afterwards. Yeah, okay, so after that, kind of trying to get a sense of how much energy drops when you move compared to how much you get back for each bomb. have to say though, I think the decision to go turn-based for this was the right call. I mean, this would totally work in real time, but I do, like, there would be some ambiguity about shouting lava. You gotta look out for that shouting lava. Lava's gonna shout at you. But yeah, like I was about to say, I think that lava is shouting. And tell it to be quiet, because I'm trying to speak. Yeah, I think just the lack of ambiguity here with sort of the turn-based nature of this, I think that's a good call. I think that's... This could have worked in real time, but, you know, this is... I like this. I like the way that this works. I did it. So this game, I think, came out last year, so the QR code's probably a little bit redundant. We got time, let's do this again. Yeah, it seems like that first bomb is always in the same spot. It's just so that it's always the same distance from your spawn location. But even that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because it's got like 8 turns before it explodes. Shouting lava lava. Guess I'm just sort of curious as to what is the right amount of, like, aggressive play. Yeah, that was pretty fun. If I was going to be critical of anything, it would be the screen shake. For all I know, you could turn that off in the options that I didn't get to access. Yeah, it's like I have to change this thingy. Change this to just say retro. There we go. Well, you can't say I didn't try it. So I'm going to take the Flame Dirk out of storage, and I'm going to equip it. I played a little bit offline. Not too much. It's an otter wearing a robe and holding a staff. I'll bet it's the leader of the otters. The Otter Wizard. That does seem like a... yeah, that seems about right. That's right, let's kick its ass. Hey, Shovel, why don't you help us out for a change this time? Shovel? He's hiding already. Somehow I'm not so surprised. Yeah, this Flame Dirk is not remarkable so far. Admittedly, fire magic not doing a whole lot either. That said, we got his health half down. Gloop is chilled, that usually affects... So that was actually kind of better than the Flame Dirk. Chilled affects your physical attacks, so Gloop is going to be a dedicated healer for the time being. And we hit that magic part of the evening where he just spams his best attack over and over again. It's quite thrilling. Heal thyself, Owen. You're temporarily useless. Otter Wizard was defeated. got an otter flag. All right, victory is ours. We can prove that we beat the leader of the otters now. Oh, there's something else. The number of items you can carry has increased. 5th floor. Two feed barrels and a straw bed. Altar. And 2 cellars. We'll go with that. I'm trying to get some more clams, though. And maybe some more dry slime while we're at it. And we got a clam. That's what I was here for. Huh? Mayor's gone? We had good news for him, too. Hey, do you think this will end the war? Of course. We're going to be heroes. If you say so. But it's all the mayor's fault, you know. You think the guys at the castle will forgive him? Should we bury the dungeon? Nah, that's my livelihood. You leave that dungeon alone. Huh? It's causing nothing but problems. The mayor has his stuffed Flamosaurus, so that should be enough to generate some tourism. We don't really need a dangerous dungeon anymore. Good point. Hey guys, did you defeat the Otter Wizard? Yep, I think that'll end this war. Oh, what a relief. Now I can use the dungeon to drum up tourism without any worries. About that, Mr. Mayor, we have to talk. We'd like to fill up the dungeon and bury it. What are you saying? Aren't you thinking of world peace? That's just why we decided there's no more need for a dangerous dungeon. We want to get rid of it for the sake of world peace. Do you have any idea how many monsters you've beaten in that dungeon? No, we can check the VODs. That dungeon is the reason you were able to hunt down so many dangerous beasts. You have to keep building your dungeon for world peace. The town is prepared to provide you with some dungeon building funds. And here, olive oil. Use it to polish your cute little shovel. Anyway, take the night off. Think it over. Think carefully. You sure you want to bury a dungeon that was good enough to save the world? We should bury the dungeon. But I understand what the mayor's saying, too. What do you mean? All the mayor cares about is making money. It's the job of the soldiers from the castle to defend the peace. Their job? We have our own job to do. Well, I'm about to lose my job if you... my job is to dig dungeons. Didn't you used to hate the idea of shoveling dirt around? I don't really remember. Let's look for another job. I'll talk to the mayor tomorrow and tell him you're tired of working as a dungeon digger. Hey buddy, you got that olive oil, right? Polish me, come on, polish me! Ugh, why do I have to do this? Oh yeah, that's the stuff. I got enough for baked clams. Feels like a waste of a meal, but she does need a little more speed. They could all use more speed, really. You received a letter from King Leon. Dear Dungeon Digger, you defeated the Otter Wizard. Yeah, I know. Otters are laying down their arms all over the land and retreating. Well done, my gallant friend. I'd love to come pay you a visit, but as you know, humans see me as a monster. I'll hold off, rather than scaring everyone. Actually, there's a favor I'd like to ask of you. There's another dungeon near the town of Northcliffe. An evil wizard used to live in that dungeon's 5th floor, but I defeated him. But now there's a problem. The wizard had been guarded by a single golem, and that golem escaped. He's made of iron, so they call him Ironsides. Ironsides fled from Northcliffe and is wandering around your town of South Ark. Ironsides was ordered to defend the 5th floor of a dungeon, so if your dungeon reaches this depth, I think it might just take up residence there. Would you mind taking care of Ironsides? Your friend, King Leon. Did you think it over? You've decided to continue digging your dungeon for the sake of the town, right? About that, actually... That is... Oh, would you just spit it out? Here, I'll say it for you. Out of the way. Mayor, we will keep working as dungeon diggers, but not for the town. For world peace. Is that right? Let's start out by making the 5th floor incredibly luxurious. It'll be even better than the dungeon in Northcliffe. What? There's another dungeon in Northcliffe? It's got 5 floors? This will not do. The dungeon here in South Ark has to be the best in the world. If not, how will it help our town grow? Mr. Mayor? Yes? We build our dungeon to defeat monsters. Developing the local economy isn't our goal. Keep that in mind, okay? You got new dungeon background music. Oh, I might actually use this one. Yeah, I'll set it to that. That's fine. Oh, hey, I'm sorry for making you give me that clam like that. It's not worth a clam, but I have this seal magic spell in stock for you to buy, if you want. I'm switching back to the, Some people say you're trying to make the best dungeon in the world, is that right? If you want to make a fancy dungeon, you'll need more than just pet beds made out of straw. Fancy dungeon needs fancy beds. After all, to the monsters, your dungeon is like a hotel. None of them are paying me for their rooms. I guess you're right. Be sure to use this fancy bed. Even magic-using monsters will want to move in when they see this. Let's grab a bunch of those. Thanks again. For what? I decided to continue my work as a dungeon digger, too. I thought you'd be mad, so I couldn't come out and say it. Wait, you were thinking all this time that I wanted to quit being a dungeon digger? Yeah? You've been wanting to continue, right? So that's that. It's your job, and no one has the right to tell you to quit doing something they love. Thanks. I'll do my best. So let's see what we've already caught. Oh crap, that's right, it's a cellar. I'm an idiot. Yeah. We're gonna have to replace these. That's poor planning. This is a bone fighter. He fights bones. Was it 2 feed barrels? No, it was 2 wine cellars. There, okay. Shoes can wear shoes. Sounds good. Oh, and that doesn't count as defeating 3 enemies, does it? I'm not liking these crow cats. Alright, let's see, so I'm gonna put 1 straw bed. I'm gonna put 2 fancy beds. Nope, she just doesn't sell clams. Okay. Hello. Oh, good morning. If I say I want to eat something again, are you gonna mutter, "Here we go again"? Again? Yeah? I want to eat a croquette tail. Oh, here we go again. They're great in stews, you know. I just can't seem to find any for sale anymore. So I'm counting on you to find me a fresh supply. Sure is generous when it comes to food. You know what, buddy? That Ironsides is one tough customer. Well, even King Leon had to let him go. Yeah, but no. Which is it? Ironsides is amazingly strong. You'd better put together your own suit of iron, too. Iron mail, iron shield, you know, I bet warriors will have iron armor pieces on them. Warriors? Yeah, monsters that only care about fighting. Think of some way to attract warriors. Go to the furniture shop and ask if they have any rooms that warriors might appreciate. Okay. Alright. Do you have a room to attract warriors? Warriors! Of course, warriors! You want to attract armored warriors that know nothing but fighting. What about a dojo? A dojo! Ah, yes. Young master, a dojo is a place where warriors train. And if you put one in your dungeon, you'll be sure to attract warriors. You may have a little trouble fighting all of them, but why not try one of these and see what happens? As the stronger the opponent, the better the rewards. Here, give it a try. Okay, so that looks like... Yeah, so... But it's only got the one entrance, but it's otherwise one of these. Cool, okay. Oop. Go home, Hobgoblin, you're drunk. Let's see. Yep, looks good. I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say that this is going to... He looks undead to me. Yeah. Bone Fighter. Can wear armor, can wear armor. Oh, it's even better. There. Don't run. Can wear ring, can leap. Can bow shield. Not right now. And we got a pelt. Okay, so that's the dojo. There's only one way in. Let's see what we got in these fancy beds. Oh, that is a wizard drill and a black war cat. Dry fish flakes, thanks. Was really looking for those. Alright. Fancy bed. Fancy bed. Feed barrel. And some more regular feed barrels. There's lots of food out and about today. We're gonna go for some more roast fire pig. Oh, right, yeah. Flame Dirt's not gonna work on these guys. I'm probably good to switch back to the Otter Sword. It'll be mildly inconvenient when fighting the Otter Warriors that there apparently still are some of. But that's fine. Well, I think we got time for one more run, just to see what's in there, so we don't want to save it all for next week. Black Warrior. Specifically his armor, but yeah, I get the idea. Yikes. Okay. Does this work on them? Not really. Alright. Okay, we can seal them though. If they're going in too hard with those special attacks. Fire magic is decent. No reason not to find out. Ice magic also pretty decent. Maybe even a little better. Warrior slash attack. We do need to pick up a sword, but this is probably worth it. Weapon removed. Yeah, I was afraid of that. So Gloop's going to be a bit helpless for a few fights. Where is he? So ice costs like 2 magic points more than fire. Or maybe just 1? There we go. Oh, he could have equipped the Flame Dirk. Boy. Often unleashes a killer blow. Joke's on you, I'm not undead. Can wear shoes, can wear shoes. Oh, there you go. Black Cat Halter. Nice, okay. No, not status. Crowcat Tail. That was the part he wanted, right? It's the tail? Now we're gonna have to see if we get anything for the magic man over there. Oh, it's a hat. Quilted hat. This quilted hat is fashionable, but pretty useless as a helmet. Okay. We got some tail. iron helmet, okay. Pretty straightforward. She can't wear it. It's 1 point more than a shell helmet. Protects against stunning. Okay. Oh, a crocat tail. Sorry to keep bothering you about this stuff. Don't worry about it. For a dungeon digger, you collect a lot of food. That's because you keep asking for stuff. I'll be waiting for the next one then. What? Again? Crocats are small after all. I eat a whole bunch. I'll need another one. Did I only get the one tail? Oh. I'll put the flame dirk back into storage. Just in case. He was falling behind on con. I need to do something about strength. There. So now I can play offline, you won't miss anything. I might not, though. I don't know. But in the meantime, Area 9, Round 2. Okay. I wound up looking up the location of the last two dolls because, frankly, they're rude. Also, I don't think it makes a difference. Like, I think we're already locked into the good ending. And by good ending, I mean the one where we get to play the extra stages. Maybe not. Maybe I'm further back than I remember. I'm trying to... remember this game. Yeah, I think there's a World 10. Now that I'm thinking about it. No, we got like an hour. So That should be enough time. Oh. So I got the doll in this one. I think a lot of these back half stages are just remixes of front half stages with more bees in them. Do need to exercise some amount of caution here because these stages are pretty nasty if you lose your hatchet. And they're not always particularly forthcoming with giving you another one. Seems like your hatchet can't hit the spiders when they set themselves on fire. You really don't want to break that egg. Oh boy. That's bad news. You cannot crouch under those spiders. You gotta make that jump. And we get to do all this without a hatchet. So I played this stage a lot as a kid, because I think, yeah, my cousin kind of went through the manual and found, like, in one of the back pages where they had a level select code. But you couldn't go to, like, the hidden extra stages through level select, so this was the farthest you could go. So of course I would use the code, warp straight to this stage, and then play it and, you know, brag that I beat the game. But of course you use level select, that means you have to start this stage without a hatchet. I also re-downloaded the Switch game. What was it? Wonder Boy Returns Remix, I think it was called. It's interesting. Different things where, like, if you hold down the sort of the charge button, or you can charge basically. If you hold down attack, you'll charge up your hatchet, and you can do a big hatchet that breaks rocks and boulders. And also your character has a bit more of like a running start to the way he moves. So I guess that's like their solution to the sort of momentum problem. Okay, now if we hadn't collected all the dolls, this would be the final boss. And he's mostly just the same as the other bosses, but faster. Right, Area 10. I guess I was even wronger than I thought about this stage only appearing once. Because it's now been here 3 times. The frogs take 2 hits to kill, but I could have sworn they changed color after the first hit, at least in the Master System version. I think they sort of change from green to red. And that specifically indicates that, like, they've taken damage and they're not going to jump. Well, they hit the checkpoint, that's what matters. I remember the very end of this stage being nasty. Yeah, no, it's this part specifically, because you don't want to get that speckled egg. Otherwise, you need to really book it, and there's really not much stage left to go. But if you try to rush that last little section, it will punish you. Just like Sailor Moon. Now, the doll is not... Oh, right, yeah. You need to run at the screen at a certain speed at a certain point there. Otherwise, those squid will jump out of the water in a pattern that you cannot avoid. So... yeah, so we can't afford to be cautious there, or those guys will spawn in at a very untenable pattern. Oh, that was extremely lucky. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I was... See, look at this, look at this. I was too slow running onto the screen, and I didn't spawn them in at a good pattern. Just such a weird thing to punish the player for. Yeah, try... There! Look at that! Much easier pattern to deal with. Actually, I'm just gonna jump. There we go. Get some more lives, try again. Yes, the doll is just out in plain sight in this stage. It doesn't necessarily meet like the usual definition of blind jumps. Well, I mean, okay, sometimes it just absolutely does. Like, it does feel like a lot of times you are leaping forward before you get the chance to fully see what's ahead. Largely on account of sort of the heavy emphasis on momentum. You're like, right there, you need to jump on that cloud. The cloud is going to drop the moment you stand on it. And then there was a squid that you just didn't see. Hey, this time the music didn't change. Little fairy's slacking. Okay, and the squid just didn't spawn that time. And I am absolutely not complaining. Alright. And the location of the doll in these last two stages is just mean as hell. Hey Sinistar, thanks for the follow. I was never good at Sinistar. Alright, need a good running start for that one? Okay. I did some really tough platforming here. You gotta watch out for the fire. And then... look at that! That's just mean. I mean, thankfully they only do it for the last 2 stages, so it could be so much worse. But holy hell. There's that moment when you realize that they've introduced the possibility of dolls being hidden in fire. And your immediate thought is, oh god, do I have to kick every fire now just to see? With that, we're into the final stage. We still have our hatchet, so this might not be too bad. Start moving a little faster here, running low on vitality. Oh, never mind. We got... I hear the sound effect, so I'm definitely hitting things off screen. Okay. Is it this one? Yes, it is. There we go. This is now officially a 100% doll run. We did it. Thank you for risking your life to rescue me. Oh, Tom Tom, I love you so much. That's right, your name is Tom Tom. I think her name is Jessica. And yeah, I think you get a slightly different quote if you don't get all the dolls. Well, okay, no, if you don't get all the dolls, the game ends at the end of World 9. And I think she says something different. So you get the dolls, then you get to play World 10. And I don't think it matters whether you get the dolls in World 10 or not. I think you get the same sort of good ending either way. We got that out of the way, and there's a little bit of time left. I'm gonna play some Tetris 2. hear tell there's some folks out there who don't think this game is all that good. Very strange. That one block was real stubborn. Ooh, that was almost a mistake. Well, that was stupid. Alright. Nah, it's better to just hold out for this piece. Don't know why I'm so inclined to try and show off. It's not really working. One of the funnier things with this game, when you're like setting up to do some difficult move, and then the game just hands you a piece that completely simplifies the problem. See, and again, just case in point, I had an idea with that one piece to set something up, but then it wasn't necessary. Because the next piece was just kind of a gimme. I don't think I changed the now playing. Yeah, this is Tetris 2. The sequel to Tetris. That didn't go as planned. And this is not going to go as planned either. Oh, I am just making this worse with every piece I drop. At least safer to use this one. There we go. Oh, right, yeah, that is not going to fit. We need to clear some space. We're gonna call it pretty soon. Sometimes I just have a little too much confidence in my ability to kind of nudge these pieces around. I think it comes from playing different versions of Tetris. You get different rules. This one obviously has pretty significantly different rules. That one would have been as good as solved one block earlier. That's on me. Oops. Oh, I'm just not paying attention anymore. It'll probably be time to call it when this round is over. Thank you for the follow, Beta Gamer. If I find you sending me whispers, I'm going to be disappointed. Yeah, I'm calling it here. All right. Well, either way, I'm afraid that's going to be me for this evening. I will be back tomorrow to play some more Etrian Odyssey. Then I'll be back on Wednesday to play Die Maus, which is German for The Mouse, which we'll be playing for ranking of the Game Boy Puzzlers. And then live improvised music on Thursday, music production on Saturday night. In the meantime, our good buddy Greg Seward is going to be playing some more Lunar Silver Star Story Complete for the Sony PlayStation. So we are going to go over there now and check that out. So until then, thanks for coming by, thanks for hanging out, thank you for the follows, even though at least one of you is a bot, I can tell. And as always, I do hope to see you next time. So bye for now.